Avoiding dangers when traveling also includes watching out for travel scams. Resource predators abound in touristy areas where unsuspecting travelers can fall prey to a variety of different scams and cons and thefts that can be very common depending on where you are. So this is extra important to be prepared for, both as you research your destination and, of course, once you are there. Depending on where you're traveling, there are a good many travel scams to watch out for, so you want to make sure you do your research and know what's common where you're going. Some are pretty universal in any large city, like pickpockets and muggers and homeless asking for handouts. You also don't want to let anyone hand you or put anything on you, like a bracelet or a necklace or a pretty pin. It's most likely a scam to then demand payment from you for the item you didn't even want as soon as they've got it on you, or pickpocket you while you're distracted. You also need to make sure you're safe taking pictures of tourist attractions and performances. This is common in countries like Morocco, where street performers will often demand payment from you for taking their photo. Also, watch out for taxi scams and other transportation services. Especially in any countries where kidnapping is more common, it's important to be wary of anyone offering you a ride. Even seemingly harmless people claiming to have their own taxi. Be smart and use the legitimate taxi stands. Also make sure they use their meters and charge you fairly. Or just book yourself a trusty rental car from a reputable company before you go. It's worth the extra cost to be safer than sorry-er. There are also more tech-savvy thieves who can steal your personal information without ever physically touching you. That's why it's important to keep your ID and credit cards in an RFID protected wallet. It's just as important, probably even more so, to protect your identity as well as your stuff. This also means being careful what information you give out about yourself. If someone is asking you for sensitive or private information, like your bank account or ID numbers, make sure you verify who is asking. Ask to see their identification, and if you're still not sure, call their company yourself to confirm. If it's a police officer or similar authority figure, ask to see their badge, nicely of course, and maybe even write down their badge number and name. You have a right to ask for this information, and it's a good habit to get into anytime you interact with law enforcement. You never know when that information will come in handy. And whatever you do, never ever give out your passwords or your passport number, except for that customs form on the plane, of course. I hope that goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway.